But tonight we begin with new developments in the state of Illinois, where left-wing agitators are quite literally waging war against federal immigration officials. The same out in Portland, 100-plus nights of violence. Over the weekend, federal officers were boxed in by a convoy in Chicago of around 10 vehicles driven by these bad actors. One agitator, armed with a semi-automatic weapon, even rammed her car into a federal law enforcement vehicle, causing a U.S. Customs and Border Protection agent to have to return fire. And look at your screen. This video, reposted by Assistant DHS Secretary Tricia McLaughlin, shows another vehicular assault on an ICE vehicle. And meanwhile, immigration officials were also surrounded by an angry mob on the ground. But according to a shocking report from our very own Bill Malugin, Chicago's patrol chief allegedly refused to allow units to respond, leaving a handful of federal officials on their own for a significant period of time. Now, this is a claim that Chicago's police department and incompetent mayor and governor are denying. But as you can see, it was a scary weekend in and around the Windy City. Threats against ICE agents now up nationwide over 1,000%. Elected Democrats, they keep pouring fuel on the fire. For example, Senator Tammy Duckworth just compared ICE agents to the Gestapo. Take a look.
They lie, right? The Trump administration lies. We have a president who's a known liar, and they have been lying about the situation all along. They are using Gestapo tactics in Chicago, and this is what Trump wants to do, right? He wants to intimidate the people of Chicago. That's not going to happen.
No, it's not the Gestapo. It's the law of our land. Meanwhile, Chicago Mayor, the ever-incompetent Brandon Johnson, claiming that ICE is operating in his city because Republicans, get this, never accepted the results of the Civil War. Not making it up. Decide for yourself.
A couple of years ago, I said very candidly that the right wing in this country wants a rematch of the Civil War. I want that to sit in right now, because the President of the United States of America has declared war on the people of Chicago and people across America.
Johnson now declaring, quote, ICE-free zones in his city. By the way, a meaningless act thanks to the Supremacy Clause. That would be called the Constitution. Maybe he should read it one day. A move designed to stir anger among his radical base. Naturally, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker can never keep his big mouth shut. He's ignorant and pathetically trying to jump into the fray with the classic Democratic take. He's trying to blame Donald Trump for disturbing peace in Chicago. First of all, there is no peace in Chicago. Secondly, President Trump is trying to bring peace to Chicago because he and the mayor and every other elected official refuse to do their job and have law and order and safety and security. Take a look.
They're raiding neighborhoods where instead of going after the bad guys, they're just picking up people who are brown and black and then checking their credentials. Are you a U.S. citizen? They are the ones that are making it a war zone. They need to get out of Chicago if they're not going to focus on the worst of the worst, which is what the president said they were going to do. They need to get the heck out. This raid at this building is emblematic of what ICE and CBP and the President of the United States, Kristi Noem and Greg Bovino, are trying to do. They want mayhem on the ground. They want to create the war zone so that they can send in even more troops.
Whatever happened to that fake news CNN real-time fact-checking that they were so committed to? Oh, that only applies to Donald Trump. Now, Pritzker was sworn in. Since he's been sworn in, there have been more than 4,000 murders in the city of Chicago. But he's more worried about Donald Trump disturbing the peace in the city of Chicago by sending in law enforcement and following the law and enforcing immigration law, and not the 4,000 Americans that were killed under his watch. He failed to protect innocent people in Chicago, innocent people in Illinois. Of course, this kind of dehumanization against federal officials, it's not going to end well. I pray to God I'm wrong. Keep in mind, according to the DHS secretary, they already face serious threats all across the globe. This is how bad it's getting. Take a look.
Our intelligence indicates that these people are organized. They're getting more and more people on their team as far as attacking officers, and they're making plans to ambush them and to kill them. We have specific officers and agents that have bounties that have been put out on their heads. It's been $2,000 to kidnap them, $10,000 to kill them. They've released their pictures. They've sent them between their networks, and it's an extremely dangerous situation and unprecedented.
And sadly and pathetically, Democrats don't seem to care at all about any of that. They just want to motivate their radical base, sow chaos, divide the country, and because of a selfish, nonstop, never-ending hatred of Donald Trump and his supporters. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.